morning. Here are the solutions to the even questions on the rational exponents worksheet, starting with number 2. 625 to the 3/4 means the 4th root of 625 to the 3rd. 4th root of 625 is hard to think about. You know it ends in a 5 though, so it can't be anything but a 5. So you test it out on your calculator, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, it is 625. So this is 5 to the 3rd. And 5 to the 3rd is 125. That's the answer to number 2. Number 4. 4 to the 3/2 means the square root of 4 to the 3rd. Doing the root first, the square root of 4 is 2, and then raise that to the 3rd power. 2 to the 3rd is 8. 64 to the 1/2 means the square root of 64 to the 1st. Doing the root first, the square root of 64 is 8. To the 1st power is still 8. 64 to the 2/3 means the cube root of 64 to the 2nd. Doing the root first, the cube root of 64 is 4, but if we raise it to the 2nd, we get 16. There's 2, 4, 6, and 8. Put 10, 12, and 14. 10 is 27 to the 2/3. 12 is 81 to the negative 3/2. 14 is 125 to the 1/3. And here we go. 27 to the 2/3 stands for the cube root of 27 to the 2nd. Doing the root first, the cube root of 27 is 3, and we raise that to the 2nd, and that is 9. 81 to the negative 3/2 means the square root of 81 to the negative 3rd. The square root of 81, doing that first, is 9 to the negative 3rd. Now the negative 3rd power is telling me to move the 9. So this becomes 1 over 9 to the 3rd. And now I have to do 9 to the 3rd. Well, 9 times 9 is 81. And then I have to do 81 times 9. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72. So 9 to the 3rd is 729. So the answer is 1 over 729. Number 14, 125 to the 1/3 means the cube root of 125 to the 1st. Doing the root first, cube root of 125 is 5 to the 1st is 5. And now we have 16, 18, and 20. Is 100,000 to the 2/5. 18 is 343 to the 5/3. And 20 is 64 to the negative 1/3. Okay. So, 100,000 to the 2/5 means the 5th root of 100,000 to the second. Now the fifth root of 100,000 can seem intimidating, but the answer to that is 10. And the reason is because when you're dealing with powers of 10, count if you have the right number of zeros. If your root is the same number of zeros, the answer is 10. So this becomes 10 to the second. 10 to the second is 100. Number 18. 343 to the 5/3 means the cube root of 343 to the 5th. This is going to be ugly. The cube root of 343, I believe, is 7. 49, yep, 7. So this is 7 to the 5th. Okay, now, I don't know 7 to the 5th, but I already know that 7 to the 3rd is 343. So I'll take 343 and times it by another 7. And that gives me 21, carry the 2. 28 plus 2 is 30, carry the 3. 21 plus 3 is 24. So 2,401 would be 7 to the 4th. I need 7 to the 5th, so I will multiply it by another 7. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 4 is 28. Put down the 8, carry the 2. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 more is 16. So the answer to 7 to the 5th is 16,807. And that's what you get for 343 to the 5/3. Last one, 64 to the negative 1/3 means the cube root of 64 to the negative 1st. Doing the root first, the cube root of 64 is 4 to the negative 1st. The negative power means relocate the item, so this becomes 1/4. And that's the answer to number 20. Have a good day, guys.